So I was this is a big thing. But this is a big thing that that at 25 years old you're going to be in the army, and it speaks about the idea that 5 years you have to train yourself. I like the idea of 5 years that you're in a job. The special forces, they have the idea of 4 or 5 years. It's very interesting. It becomes a part of you, and so very interesting thing. You see, I can speak about the parsha of the week. I really didn't intended to sit a long time because my battery is flying down. Because when you're over here outside, the battery goes down. So I have to be in the inside. On the inside, I can be in the place over there. That's in the Yagdil Tero 777. And I have to meet a mother called me not long ago. She wants to speak to me. So I like the idea to be committed for 5 years. I like the idea. And then in the day of the wedding of Yosef Kuberman, is did FiveAlive in the morning. And by the night is the wedding of Yosef Kuberman. It's 5 years now. It's possible. So, and very interesting thing I'm learning now. Okay, thank you.
Rabbi Yeska, it just took me time to start the timer. I don't know how long you spoke for.
No, okay. I don't know if I'm going to manage to be. I see that it flies down my numbers and the juice, and I don't have I have a recharger, but I have to go to the indoors. So I'm going to have to hang up probably soon because I made a commitment to speak to a mother. So now I have to start to find a way how to commit over here. Today, I don't know, Volksbury, we tried to speak to them. They spoke to me for a few minutes. I don't know, we didn't connect. I was waiting for them. I think I should have Potis. So I like the 5 years. It's very interesting. I speak to people who learn many years Siddur. I spoke to Zamke Stamler today. He's involved. And I spoke about the idea that you have to think like Chos. The way you think, this is basically how to think. This is not, if you think not like this, you don't know how to think. He also recognized this because what's happening is it's a way, it's how to think. It's not, I speak about 25 years. This is a conversation of how to think about. This is the conversation we speak about. This is the basic of ourselves. So that's what I realized. And I see it flies down from 40 something. Jews went to over less than 20. I'm going to have to hang up. Sorry.
Okay. Shkayach Rabbi Yeska. Chomesh Chaim. Because Chomesh is 5 and Chaim is alive. So Chomesh Chaim. FiveAlive.
Me? My turn?
No. Me.
What
You're
about
not
me?
listening?
You skipped my turn.
I don't skip you. It's my turn.
I'm right after Yeska.
Or you're not.
Okay.
Yeah, see. Okay. Darnar records how the Levites were installed into office. The Levites first had to be purified of any ritual defilement. They then had to offer up together certain predesignated sacrifices. God further told Moses that Levites should start training for their service at the age of 25 and actually serve from age 30 to age 50. Yeska was saying it, but he was saying about from 20. Oh, I don't want to say 25. Let's turn our records. I don't know. Yeah.
Why are we not allowed to wear clothes with holes?
Why? Something called kosher l'shikra, which means that it makes it easy to forget what you learned. like the Aleph Beis or Torah. And also, a Talmud Chacham has to dress nicely, without any holes in his clothes. You see yourself? Okay. I think my timer is oh, it's not off? How's that possible? Probably went over. Okay, Yossi, go ahead.
What's my word? Oh, shit. So, Baruch Hashem.
Subject?
Yeah, just
School's
finished.
over for the year?
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm on a call.
You going back next year?
No.
No?
What's my word?
I'll talk to you. Take care.
Isaac?
There, I'm sharing it. Look.
Oh. The Esther 5:25. It's just saw someone. I'm like, he has like like a friend of mine for like 2 years ago now. He has like a whole head of hair. It's funny, like just like a wig. But yeah, I'm looking. I'm almost at where Yaskia was. Not to text him to see exactly where it is. Just to say hi, and then have to go to work right after that. Start at 1 today. So I had a morning today. So I went with Zalman and Shmuel to Artisan Bakehouse. We got some food, and yeah, now it's time to continue on with the day and go work, get some money for VIP, and then go right back home to bed and restart tomorrow. Isaac, when I was writing that letter, I didn't know. I didn't want you to know I was writing. Yeah, I wanted to be surprised.
Yossi, you did a great job. And my word is Shana. Shana is new. Something new.
Nua.
What?
Nua.
Newer. Starting fresh. Ben Chamish ve'esim shana v'mala yavel tzivay tzav v'gemer v'midbar ches chavdal. God told Moses from 25 years old and upward. The Levites must enter the service. Numbers 8:24. Fighting for camera space. Let me go over here, see how much time I have left. So, Mendu, you want to speak or FiveAlive? I have another 22 seconds, then you can have a minute and a half. Yeah, you want to say something? So first you have to do a word. I'm going to tell you which word, and you're going to tell me the first word that comes to your mind, and then you can speak. Okay, you ready? Ready? Okay, here we go.
No.
Let's prepare. Right now. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Okay, ready? Your turn. Your word is Vamala. What's the first word that comes to your mind when you hear Vamala?
I don't have any.
Any word. It doesn't matter which word.
Blah blah.
Blah, blah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah is not a word. Is that a word? Maybe it's a word. Okay. So, blah, blah. Okay, now what do you want to say?
Where is everybody?
Where is everybody? This is just Yossi on right now, and we can't even see him because his video's off. Ah, now his video's on.
I have another one.
What do you want to say? Oh, we found her, Yossi.
No, I said.
What?
I said.
What did you say? I don't understand. Yehi Ratzin? What does Yehi Ratzin mean?
No, it's...
Nice. Okay, I have 10 seconds left. What are you going to say in the last 10 seconds?
We want to now. We don't want to wait. Blah, blah, blue, 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 blah.
Okay.
Blue.
Yossi, your turn. Go ahead.
Oscar, Is this me? Yeah. Yes, our word is Yavai. Will come. Um, Uryaska has these garbage headphones, unfortunately, because they're earpods made by Apple, so I can't endorse it.
But this is a lot better, this one.
I got this on my phone. It's like $100.
But it's very good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's better than this.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away from battery, probably. That's
No, it doesn't use battery that much. But
no
yeah,
problem.
wireless uses battery. It costs a lot of battery. What? No talking to one person speak. Yaska, your turn. Then I'm gonna go.
So wow, it's good to see Joseph Tukuman is amazing. It's very special all the love he gives me. So I
Do
don't
a
like
word. Do a word.
so first,
Word.
so much love. Two words.
What's up?
That's over. Oh, I like it. Army. I belonged in the army. I like it. So when I want to, I have to find out the Bluetooth steals so much battery that when I have to stop with the Bluetooth because the benefit is lost. If I'm busy in a place that I can put it the charger. So I speak about it. I like the 25 years over there in the army. When you count 25 years, and but one of the things the Levim speaks about the idea they're always committed in the army. And I'm very interesting. I'm learning now. Today I learn about the Meira, what I was learning now today. How really the level what you have a relationship with God is more than the Torah. That's what the Rebbe speaks about. Very interesting. But Tshuva is a relationship. It's more than the Torah. It's very another level of relationship with God. So it's been an intimate relationship with the Creator. It's been not intimate even, not even. There is no two ways about it. This is like only one thing. Very interesting. People don't have time to digest that everything is over here in your body. So I see a lot of people speak a lot of good inspirational things. I heard Pastor Rabbi Sivan Jacobs, very inspiring. And I'm speaking about the mimer, and I like it what he said. He gave me a lot of courage. And I realize courage is good, but really what to live with. What I have to live. It's a mimer.
Thank you, Rabbi Yaska. I have to go now. Work
Okay, we working by who?
somewhere in Flatbush. Okay, what's my word? I'm not gonna say that all the time.
Oh, now it's your turn?
I don't know. I don't know what the order is.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Sava. His word was litzvai, and my word is Sava. So Sava is Tzivai Hashem. Nice. Right? Because that's what Sava means. Sava and Tzivai is the same word, just said in a different way. Tzivas Hashem. Sava means an army. The army of Hashem. Mendu is in the army of Hashem. Maybe, if we're lucky, during his turn, Mendu is going to tell us a little bit about Tzivas Hashem and what's the power of being in Tzivas Hashem. The Levites were given the responsibility of carrying the tabernacle and its vessels through the desert. God led the Jews through the desert with the tabernacle, in which his presence was openly manifest, in order to subdue the forces of evil which he uninhibited, uncultivated, which the uninhibited, uncultivated, desolate, and dangerous desert embedded. Stop, please. Okay. So, Mandu, your turn. Your word is Vigaimer.
I don't know.
Which word is I don't or no? Which one?
All of it.
No, you have to choose one word.
I.
Okay. Now, what do you want to say?
I want to tell you something about suicide.
Okay, go ahead.
In suicide, instead of guns and swords and army things, we have the tiger instead of those things, because the tiger is stronger than swords, spears, guns.
Mm-hmm.
helmets. Yeah, that's it.
What else?
I said
Does
that.
Sivan Hashem have a special weapon? What's
I
the,
already told you the FiveAlive.
no, but what's the special weapon? I'll give you a hint.
What?
There's 12 of them.
12 something?
Mm-hmm. Oh, our time's up. Okay, maybe next time you'll get it. Yossi, your turn.
Okay, so what's my word? Get that done. My mistake left in 2 seconds. What's my word? Bamidbar in the desert. Yeah, so I'm almost at the car finally. Time to get out and get to work and do some boring stuff. Adult stuff, not fun stuff. Hey Shalom, what's up? Let's see, fingerprint 898. Okay, so tap to against. No, to in here. So we're gonna turn on this stupid crappy car and we're gonna go towards Mashiach. When's Sean coming on? I'm waiting for him. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm tired now.
Thank you, Yossi.
Hi, I got you. Daddy, I got you.
Of course you did. You always get me. My word is ches. And ches. Yes, I'm putting you on mute. And ches is oh, welcome Shalom. Which Shalom is it? I don't know which Shalom.
Schwartzberg.
Oh, welcome Shalom Schwartzberg. How do you know that Schwartzberg? Doesn't say anything about me. Anyways, actually maybe it's in like a Gmail. Anyways, okay. Ches is training. I said it yesterday actually, but ches is basically how they stand when they train in the army, in the Israeli army. It's called, I don't know what it's called, but they stand in ches. Okay. Similarly, our own environment can sometimes seem like a spiritual desert. In a spiritual desert, things are not what they seem. Okay, devoid of godliness. In fact, it may sometimes seem to us that we ourselves have become a desert. That is, that we have developed habits that are contrary to our task of spreading divine consciousness. How can we possibly hope to change ourselves, let alone the world around us, when these habits and modes of behavior have already become ingrained within us? Very practical and tough question, because I think we all have a struggle or challenge with habits or things like that, or environment, which might seem spiritual desert.
Can I see?
So that's a good question.
Can I see?
Looking forward to hear what the answer is. Yossi, why do you keep on renting cars? Is it really worth it? That is my question to you. I want a direct and straight, honest answer. If it's worth the money that it costs. And my time is... There's no way I have 45 seconds left. I don't get it. Okay, it's probably... Whatever, it's probably over by time. So, Yossi, your turn. Go ahead.
No, it's my turn.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Mendu's turn. Okay, Mendu, go ahead. Your word is Chaf Dalid.
But what about the question that you asked?
Yeah, so first do the Chaf Dalid, and then you can say the question.
of hay. That's what I only can think of.
Okay, yeah.
So I got a question.
So go say what the question was and say what your answer is.
No, but the question.
The question was, what is Tivus Hashem's special weapon?
Give me a hint.
And the hint was 12.
Nothing.
No.
12 okay. No.
How about Yud Beis?
Yud Beis. Yud Beis.
The 12.
Nothing. The 12.
What do you say every night before you go to sleep?
12.
What do you say?
Oh yeah, the 12. The 12.
Yeah.
The second.
That's right. You got it. Okay, and just on time, because now it's Yessi's turn.
So it's my turn.
And
Your word is mi ben.
You've been from the age. So, do I think it's worth it? No. But do I need to? A lot of the time, yes. So I decided I'm only renting one way these days, so I take the train back. But in the morning, like it's more reliable to come on time with the car than the train because of time. If I miss the train, I have to wait another 10 minutes. So I want to be on time to work, so I did it. But and also because like if I left when right at, a little earlier, I would have probably been able to make it. But also, I just wanted to say hi to Yasuke, so that also took a little time. So now I have to drive. I will. So is it worth it? No. Do I have to sometimes? Yes. Last break, I did not have to a lot. I didn't have to take it all the time. So this is I'm not renting besides for going to work. That's it. That's the one rule I have. Yeah, Mandu, we're teaching you how to do FiveAlive from when you're young, so you should be ready in 10 years. Baruch Hashem. Yeah.
Well done, Yassi. Shalom, your turn. Shalom, are you there?
I am here. I'm just gonna need a second.
I will give you 1 minute and 2 seconds, actually. Your word is chamesh when it's your turn. I'm sharing it on the screen.
Hello. Good morning. It's good to see you guys. Yasi. Hello. Can't see your face. Maybe I should turn my screen. Hey, I can see your ear now. I don't know what the conversation is about, so I'll read. Which one are we holding? Oh, Chamesh is 5. Similarly, our own environment can sometimes seem like a spiritual desert devoid of godliness. In fact, it may sometimes seem to us that we ourselves have become a desert. That is, we have developed habits that are contrary to our task of spreading divine consciousness. How can we possibly hope to change ourselves, let alone the world around us, when these habits and modes of behavior have already become ingrained within us? Um, mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, okay, I'm not doing so well with this timer today. Baruch Hashem. Okay, the Estrim. Maturity. Like when you turn 20, you think, very mature. I think so. That'd be even be true. Here we can learn from the Levites. They did not. Shalom. They did not even begin training for the occupation until they were 25 years old. Yet they were nevertheless empowered to begin their holy service at this age. God gives us, too, the ability to remake ourselves and begin new directions in life, even though we may feel unqualified, unprepared, or unworthy to carry them out. All we have to do is make use of His assistance. Look at Ezekiel volume 13, pages 16 through 19. So what am I supposed to take with this? Is that basically don't be afraid to make a commitment or a change in life, even though you feel like you have all these preconceived notions about yourself. And like we said over here, developed habits that are contrary to our task, different things like that. Um, even if you're 25 years old and have no prior training. Very interesting, very powerful. I don't know how much time I have left. No time. Yossi, your turn. Your word is Shana.
Year. So, I think people don't like getting a job at like going to the army. People like in those days, I think everyone went to the army. These days, people like, oh, I don't have to. And then when you go to Israel and they draft, like, why do I have to go? But like because in the United States, you don't have to go to the army. But if in every country everyone was required to go to the army, I don't think there would be a problem with school, like all this school garbage. Uh, my toe is killing, uh, so I have to take it there. That's nice. You can go on Tommy Health cars. I have one of those again. So, uh, but I wouldn't want to go to the army from when I'm 20 years old. Like, who wants to go to the army? Like, I want to be able to do what I think is beneficial for me. Not, I don't think the army is that beneficial. Yeah, whatever.
Thank you, Yossi. Shalom.
Uh, I did the at the beginning of my turn before I unmuted myself, and then after I unmuted myself, I did it again because I have to start like that. Um, it's a thing.
Your word is Amala.
Mala, upstairs. Um, what's God? What are like? I still struggle with this because in my head it's not an entity like upstairs because there is no upstairs. There's no place outside of this earth that God resides. It would be within the physical plane. But like, is it an energy? What is it? Is it like everything? What like you say talk to God or God does something. I mean, nature does stuff. Like there's the natural order takes over, but I never see like see saying the hand of God moves things around makes it sound as if there's a separate entity outside of our physical universe that can move things around, or even a spiritual energy. But like I don't understand it. It's very confusing to me.
Thank you, Shalom. Yavai. Yavai, present. Like being here, arriving, to be present. So good question, Shalom, as always. Um, We know from Chassidus and the Torah that the Torah speaks in anthropomorphic terminologies. So it's in order for us to understand. So when we say Vamaila, like above or below, like what you're saying, upstairs, um, so we don't actually mean higher up. Like if you walk up, you'll get there. But we're talking about in a higher plane of existence. So when we say higher, it's just for us to understand. So to all these other words that we use, like what were you saying, move things around or affected or talking to God and God listens. So on the one hand, we know if God created us, then He obviously contains all the attributes, the gifts that we have, but are obviously not limited to those.
Not called God.
But He's not limited to those things. So that means He has hearing, but He's not limited to the limitations of hearing. So I might only be able to hear from a certain distance, but Hashem has hearing obviously because He created me with hearing, but He's obviously not limited to the limitations of hearing that He can only hear a certain distance, for example. I think I went over my time. Yossi.
Yeah.
One
So
second, sorry. Men, do you want to speak? Yeah, sorry, Yossi, it's Mender's turn.
okay.
I'll put you on mute. Your word is litzvay.
Litzvaya.
Litzvaya? Okay. Go ahead. What do you want to say? Why are you saying he's not called God?
Because
No, you can't eat and speak. You have to speak or eat.
okay. Because it's not called God. Because it's called Hashem, not God.
Mm.
Hey.
Good. You want to pass?
Hmm?
Okay. Yes, your turn.
Perfect timing. All right. When I'm able to use my hand for 2 seconds. What's my word?
Sava.
Sava. So the army. Honestly, like I don't know why people in it people in like Chabad yeshivas they go crazy over going to the army. Like I understand no one wants to go to the army, but if but it's your civic your duty as a person. Why don't you want to go? Like and people they try to find loopholes. Like a lot of people that live in Canada, parents Israeli, they're required to go to army technically, but they can't go to Israel for like 5 years of their life. What the? This car is going crazy right in front of me. He's just swerving around. I have no clue. I don't want to get. I'm staying behind it. A few feet. But yeah, that's so weird. Uh, he's like just like swerving in the lane, like just like going turning like this, like that. But yeah, I think that's 100% dangerous. And the cow just passed by, and he's like, "Peace out the window." That's funny. But yeah, I wouldn't want to go to the army, but like if I have to, you have to. You don't have to try to get away, especially if it's an army fighting for your country and you're the Jewish country. Listen, the U.S. Army I understand a lot more, but it's your the Israeli country of Israel. You want to help it and not just ignore it. Whatever. Pass it on.
2, 1.
Thank you, Yossi. Shalom.
Yossi, as the parent, I mean, as the son of two Israeli parents. Oh my word, my word. V'gomer, Goyim. As the son of two Israeli parents, I find no reason for myself to ever be in the army, and I see no reason why someone who's never been in the army should tell me what, like, I should go serve my country or this or that. I've never lived in Israel, and um, if someone really believes that everyone should be going to the army, and there's like some sort of civic duty, then they themselves should have gone already, and even then you still, like, I don't feel like anyone could tell someone else they have to go through an experience because they did it. So regardless of that, I completely disagree with what you're saying. Very strongly, because like I personally would be devastated if my life came down to having to go to the army at this point in my life. Because it's just not for me. It just wouldn't work for me. And to be forced to do something that's putting my life on the line, and even if it's for a good cause, I just don't want to do that. It just wouldn't work for me. And to be forced to do something like that, I feel like it's just not right. Um, and yes, some people, no, like yeah, I feel like it should be a personal decision. It's a big decision.
Bamidbar, Sinai, the Sinai Desert. So while Yossi was speaking, I thought about it and I'm like, wow, you know what? I think that would be a great idea. I mean, I'm sure there's many different details and moving parts to it, but what if every single country had a mandatory conscription into the army? Oh, man, no. Okay. Right, had a mandatory conscription into the army. So let's say the U.S. Army. Everybody's got to go to the army for a year or 2 or 3, whatever it is. But whatever you could get out of it. It's not like it doesn't have to be like so strict because they don't need that many, soldiers or people in the army. But I think that would be cool. Mandatory thing, like school or army. Like if you're going to school, so then it's fine. You don't have to get to the army or like anything like that. I thought like, that might actually be beneficial for America. And then Shalom. I hope you'll forgive me. As much as I completely agree with you, I do. But while you were speaking, I'm like, oh my gosh, you sound like such a spoiled American. I don't know if you're there, Shalom, but I was like, listen, it's just not for me. I just don't want to go. And to be forced to do something that I don't want to do is, something that I don't think is right. So it really, I think I'm out of time. Okay. Mandu, you're speaking?
Yeah.
What do you want to say? Oh, your word is ches.
Ches.
Mm-hmm.
Chesed.
Chesed. Nice. Ches is chesed. Yeah.
Um,
And what do you want to say?
um, yeah, I know what chesed is.
What?
I don't know what chesed is.
You don't know?
Do you know, Papa?
Yeah.
Will you tell me?
It means kindness or righteousness. To do what's right or to do what's kind. I'd say you finished. Next.
Yeah.
Okay, Yassi.
Yeah, sorry, I'm about to enter the a park. I'm going towards Ocean Park right now. To the little small highway thing. So I don't want to touch the phone there and then. So I was going to mute myself away from my turn. But
Your word is chavdalid.
what's my word?
Chavdalid.
Yeah. So of
Yassi.
the morning tours of Sivan. Um, I'm going. I'm right now on Ocean Parkway. I'm about to get onto the big part of the highway. So a little 45 minutes, mile an hour. I am not picking up my phone, unfortunately. So you guys will have to stare at my roof because it did fall for a few more seconds until we get. So we get to part where there is nothing in the way. Yeah. So no turn. So yeah, now we're at Church Avenue. So yeah, I'm just tired. Like it's been a long drive. Actually, never taken this route before. Usually, it tells me to go some way through Nostra and then that. But I was starting at a different place, whatever. But yeah, hopefully we'll be there soon.
Thank you, Yassi. Shalom.
Yeah, it's my turn. Um, my word is God.
Me Ben.
Me Ben. It would have been God, so I'll just do Hashem anyway, because yeah, I still don't get it, like the anthropomorphic thing, because it still sounds like there's something else that's not us. I feel like it's just one. It's just like part of one existence. But like I just wonder where that energy is. Like what is that? What is God? Like that? I mean, I guess that's always been a question, but like what is it? Um, because like I could put on tefillin and I'm like thinking like, oh, I'm praying to Hashem, like I'm davening, but I don't even know who am I requesting of, and what do I expect to get from that? Whatever. Oh, so I'm sitting in front of a keyboard, and yesterday I learned 4 chords, so I'll play them just really quickly. It's this is this. I don't even know the names of the chords. I'm gonna have to learn them. Yeah, those are like 4 basic chords that could play a lot of songs.
Beautiful. Beautiful song. My word is chomesh. Vinos chomesh. Like the school. Chomesh stands for Bahaloscha Schneerson. Like the Rebbitzin. So FiveAlive. Oh my gosh, there's another connection to FiveAlive. It's Bahaloscha Schneerson. Chomesh. Very cool. So I responded to your army comments that you made before Shalom. And now to respond to what you're mentioning now, Yassi, I just want to say very responsible and smart of you not to fix your phone while driving. So it is worth it to take a few seconds of my time to point out when someone does something right and safe, because there's way too much pressure in the other end of just to not care and to use your phone while driving and stuff like that, to be reckless. So keep it going. In regards to Hashem, there's something called negative knowledge. That means you know something not because you know it. You know because you don't know. That means what it's not. So by knowing what it's not, you're also gaining a certain level of knowledge. So it's not the same kind of knowledge like grasping a concept, but it is an idea. Oh, I'm out of time. Okay, Yassi. Your word is ve'esrim.
Last, we're just waiting to have a red light right now. So, the camera ahead, just for information. Yeah, I start work in 5 minutes, and I'm at 18th Avenue and Ocean Parkway. I hope I make it there on time. But should no, it's not that important to make it on time. My life's more important than making it on time. My what did I want to say? Yeah, driving, like, people, like, when you go with friends, like, people like, yo, why are you going so slow? It says 45, go 55, 65. Yeah, you want, listen, they want to pay for the ticket and get the points, and they want to drive, and they think they're safe enough. They're not. But listen, I'm not interested in the ticket points or having to go to court. I'll drive 25 in a 25 zone, and I'll drive 45 in a 45. Go 5 miles above, that's something different, because you got to go the speed of traffic. So that's what's happening right now. Average speed on this is like 30 miles an hour. So you got to go. You don't want to cause a crash. That'd be fun, causing a crash, but dangerous.
Thank you, Yassi. Shalom.
Yeah, my phone died before. I'm sorry, I didn't leave the call, so like I had to go recharge it. That's why I missed what your answer was, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, it's funny because like this
The
whole
word is shana.
Shana, Right. It's just funny that like you mentioned about, I mean, Yossi not picking up his phone, and also then you mentioning it, because like I just watched this episode of TV yesterday. It's this TV show which basically speaks about, the whole premise of the show is showing how technology ruins, like it literally ruins lives. Through, it puts it in different contexts, like robots taking over the world, some more extreme. But then one of them was I watched yesterday. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but this person basically checks their phone one time for a message, and then he ends up killing his fiance in a car crash. And then like this whole series of events follows, but it was just one quick mistake. And he was like on an empty road, you know, and then the other driver got blamed because he was drunk. But at the end of the day, like one quick mistake could really make a big dip. Like it's the difference between life and death sometimes. So being smart about it is, yeah, I have mad respect. And it's very easy to think like, oh, I could just check it for a second. But being aware of that, it's important.
Thank you, Shal. Noyach Naftali. Harav. Rabbi. It's your turn. Your word? I'll tell you what your word is. Vamala.
Well, I totally forgot about FiveAlive. I woke up. I'm like, yo, it's 10 o'clock. And I thought you said 11 o'clock Western time, but whatever. My word is Lamalach. It's going to be the king. So, first time I slept for like 11, 10 hours in like months. Same. Yeah, I'm guessing nobody really joined because the hour is not up yet. It's pretty strange. Maybe everyone's sleeping or flying. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, because she Schwartz nigger's face. And Yossi's seat, of course, Isaac, and Getzel the pretzel, my nephew.
Thank you, Naftali. Okay, my turn. Yavai. Mashiach. Like Mashiach should come already. Boyavoy, boyavoy, boyavoy. Boyavoy, boyavoy. Boyavoy, boy, Mashiach. What's up, Judah? Judah, good to see you. Yuda. So, what were we saying? So Shalom, yeah, thanks for sharing with that. I mean, I think that there's a lot of that. Of people saying a technology. It's interesting because the Rebbe's take always is the opposite of how do we make use of it in the best way. Like the Rebbe was completely what do you call it? Progressive. I think progressive is the right word there. In regards to technology and for things like that. There's one time my father told me that they bought a fax machine because many letters would come into the 770, and they bought a fax machine for the Rebbe, and they were like so proud of themselves. It costed like I don't know how much money. It was very very expensive. It was massive, like one of the first like right when fax machines came out really. And they're like, yeah, we have fax machine. They're all like proud of themselves, and the Rebbe's like, I don't understand. Like in already like 1940 whatever, I don't know what years you're saying. Like they already had the fax machine, the first fax machine in this technology sphere or wherever. He says, what took you guys so long to get it? Like like we had it so long ago. Why didn't you get it already? I'm for sure out of time. Okay. So Yossi, go ahead. Yes, your word is 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Your word
sorry.
is
Till I stop by a light that's turning left.
Your word is litzvay.
This light. So hopefully there's like a turning light. I think there is. I'm officially 2 minutes late, so that's bad. Oh, it is green. There is a turning green, so. Yep, my phone fell. So funny. Cars are speeding up to catch this yellow light. I'm like, yo, come on. What's worse than coming late? Your light. And now those two cars are just like swerving around the other cars, just speeding. Like, what's more important than getting where you want to your light? Come on. Listen, the only time you can do that is if it's a drag strip. Nowhere else. Like, your life is more important than your 10 minutes that you're gonna save by speeding 100 miles an hour. I'm almost there. I see the place, but I have to go around the whole block, and hopefully I find the parking spaces fast, because I'm not interested in spending 2 hours. I'm late already. So yeah, now I to play. So it's a tiring thing, like just making sure you don't
Thank you,
crash.
guys. And I think we're done. Yuda, you want a chance to speak? We'll give you a chance to speak. We're about to.
Hey everyone, good morning. You were talking about technology, and what's crazy is that I literally just watched a video on YouTube of a 16-year-old kid who owns an app, a company that gets funding from big CEOs in Silicon Valley. So what I got from that is that no matter what age you are, you can make it big, you can make it massive. You don't have to be 50 or 40 to own a massive company. You could be 16 years old and own a massive app that's getting funding from Silicon Valley. It's big. Yeah, sorry I came so late. It's nice seeing you all. And yeah, have a great day, everyone.
Okay, Mashiach now. Have a wonderful day. To be continued, Be'ez Hashem, tomorrow.
Peace out, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, Shalom.
Bye,
Yo,
Yuda.
Shalom,